So how's it going out?
Why don't you show the viewers how important scroll speed is to their chart plotter setup?
Well, because you only need one setting for scroll speed. Why would I go over that? There's only one setting these folks need to know, and that's auto.
Really, what if you're fishing with no GPS signal, like under a bridge, tree canopy, or next to a bluff wall? Sometimes I wonder about you, Rick.
Okay, folks. So like I was saying, it's vital that you understand how to use your scroll speed and where those settings are on your chart plotter. So let's get to it. So it's important to understand that your chart plotter will give you good images even if you're not moving, like you can see here. In this image, I was on spot lock and I'd stopped to tie on a new bait, and I happened to look down at my chart plotter and I saw this image and I took a picture of it. And this is not moving. The water was real calm and, just gave me a really good image. For most applications, you're going to go ahead and you're going to have your chart plotter in auto, unless, like she said at the front of the video, you're fishing underneath a tree canopy, a bluff wall, or under a bridge, something like that, where you have to manually adjust that scroll speed. So let's take a look at a few examples. In this first example, we have the boat going too fast for the scroll speed. So in other words, if I have my boat doing 5 miles an hour and I have my scroll speed set from, say, 1 to 3, it's going to go ahead and squish that image down. And you can see that here. These images that I'm showing you, what I did was I used my drone. So these are not real life images in the water. They're my drone. I went ahead and manipulated the colors so it kind of looks like maybe a clear view, but it's just easier to see. And here in this next example, you can see I've got the boat going too slow. In other words, I've got the boat going 5 miles an hour and I got the scroll speed set to, say, 7 to 10, and it's going to go ahead and stretch that image out and make it look elongated. So of course, when you're on the water, it's hard to figure that out because you don't know what the image physically looks like underneath you. So you got to kind of depend on your sonar to give you back good returns based on the scroll speed and the speed of your boat. Depth also comes into play in your traditional. Your traditional, it's going to affect the size of the arches, the size of the fish. But for the purposes of this video, we're just kind of looking at it generically and how your scroll speed interacts. So if you're not familiar where your scroll speed is on your chart plotter settings, let's go ahead and take a look at that. So let's go ahead and take a look at our simulator. Go to clear view. And the default setting for the scroll speed is 5. So as a rule of thumb, if you're doing 5 miles an hour, you would want to have that scroll speed set at 5. And per mile an hour is where you would normally set your scroll speed. Where you have that is menu, sonar setup, and scroll speed. Now normally you're going to be in auto, which means it's going to select the scroll speed based on the speed of your boat. So if you go to default, that's going to be 5. So just keep it in auto unless you need to move it manually. Now in the simulator, it won't let you change. See, it's just going to keep going back to the default, which is 5. So I'm going to keep it in auto. It's the same for all the sonar menus. Go to sonar, go to side view, menu, sonar setup, scroll speed, traditional, menu, sonar setup, and scroll speed up there. As you can see, I've got all 3 of mine set in auto. Okay, so...
Are you kidding? You better scrap this video. There's no way pictures from a flying bat are going on my screen.
Do I detect a little bit of jealousy?
What do you think? Just hit delete now. I mean now.
Oh, that's good. So I'll tell you what, guys, I hope this video's helped you, and we'll go ahead and let the algorithm pick the next video for you, and here it is up on the screen. Until next time, keep calm and hook 'em.